person all week. This Saturday, it's the first day of April. April Fools, no jokes, we promise, with this morning. And April showers are certainly here for the overnight. Looks like the sun is peeking out now. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in the Weather Center tracking all of this.
Yes, that's right. I even woke up and it was thundering out, as a matter of fact. It's been a very active morning weather-wise. In fact, the thunder that happened last night, as you'll see in a minute or two, from those tornadoes that moved through the area. So thankfully, as you mentioned last night, it was weakening. So for the most part today, we're tracking sunshine and temperatures in the 60s as well. So a very nice change of weather compared to yesterday. In fact, what to wear for today. Normally bring in the winter jackets and stuff on this graphic, but today, t-shirt, sunglasses, and shoes. Might want to grab the umbrella, though, because some showers and storms arrive in the evening between 3 and 6 p.m. and could produce some gusty winds. We do have some concern with them as well. Let's take a live look at Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. Some lingering rain showers through the area right now. Sunshine is beginning to peak, especially out towards Geneva, Cuba, and out towards Buffalo as well in the western part of New York right now. And I want to mention this too. This is a convective outlook, basically a chance for severe weather. We're level 2 out of 5. You notice the top bar right here is the yellow. As a matter of fact, if I point this right here, we are currently at the yellow marker. So again, level 2 out of 5. It's a very low chance for severe weather to develop. Again, this is level 2, scattered, short-lived, isolated intensity storms. And our concern with this is low, but still it's non-zero. And more info on what to expect for those storms coming up in the next couple of minutes. But again, sunshine expected today. A great day to spend time outside. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back over to you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Taking a look at headlines around America. Storms ripping through the South and Midwest, making a fatal sweep through rural Indiana. One person killed and more than 24 people were hurt. Some critically in Little Rock during the storm. Town of Wynn, which you're looking at drone video of now, saw 2 people killed, homes destroyed, and people trapped in the debris. A theater roof collapsed during a tornado in Belvedere. One person was killed, 28 people were hurt. There were 260 people inside the theater when the roof collapsed. This morning, first responders are providing an update on that collapse at the Apollo Theater.
There were multiple injuries. There was a fatality, and there was 28 persons transported by ambulance from here. The initial response, like I said, was a multi-jurisdictional, many ambulances, many responders. Initially, the initial response crews came into the building, assisted.
And back to the damage and destruction in Little Rock, Arkansas. Here's reporter Neil Zarang.
It feels like a war zone or something, almost like a bomb went off out here.
Roofs ripped, cars cleaved, and trees toppled all across the neighborhood surrounding Osage and Pontiac Drives in North Little Rock.
It just brought the entire back deck up to the front, and everybody was just panicking.
Zachary Phillips is one person who lost everything, his home completely exposed, and his whole family is hoping to stay with friends until they can plan what's next. He isn't alone. Down Flintlock Road, Cole Hay saw the storm coming and drove off to outrun it, barely making it.
We saw it right over there, so we just hauled the tail out of here. The car got caught under a tree, and they were pulling him out.
All afternoon, emergency responders worked to clear streets. At the same time, people walked over debris to collect anything they could.
Our friend is out of town, and her animals were home, and so she called me because our house is destroyed, but the dogs are still inside. It's really wild because my house is right down the road, and there's no damage.
Everyone banded together with chainsaws, tarps, bandages, or open rooms to give those in need a helping hand. But what comes next is still a mystery to these homeowners, and they hope they can find an answer to it soon.
I hope that everybody's all right, and I hope that everybody keeps on keeping on. But I hope I never see anything like this again.
Back here in New York.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, happy Saturday, and happy April 1st. Starting out this morning with lingering clouds, some late rain showers, but sunshine begins to move in this afternoon. Following that, there's a chance of some severe weather. More info on that coming up in just a minute. First, take a live look outside our Cavity Tower camera. Again, mostly cloudy skies this morning. However, it's a mild start. Temperatures for some parts of the area are starting to reach upwards of 50 degrees. Now, taking a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 DOP the radar, we are not done with the rain showers just yet today. So again, the rain is continuing to move in from the west to the east, but take a look at beyond Syracuse. We're seeing this large area of not even clouds in the area. So again, dry weather, sunshine across the board. This will move into the area, but we're keeping an eye on this system right here. It is out in Michigan. This will begin to arrive between 3 and 6 p.m. This evening, and this could produce a very small chance of severe weather. So we do have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather, especially for those of you south of the Mohawk Valley. Now, again, the highest chance of seeing severe weather is generally south of our area, but still, the biggest risk is going to be some gusty winds, and it all depends on the ingredients. Now, storms, they need rotation, they need moisture, they need warmth, and we're missing some moisture with this system. So again, not all the ingredients are there, but if the moisture starts to move in, especially by this afternoon, we'll provide updates and let you know the track of this system. But again, some rain showers do arrive by this afternoon, but a good time to spend the time outside and enjoy the sunshine and temperatures in the 60s. In fact, taking a look at the temperatures around the clock. 50s this morning, 60s by the afternoon. A bit on the windy side today too, but it won't matter too much with those warmer temperatures. But take a look at the weather grades. Again, lingering clouds, sunshine moves in, and then again between 3 and 6 p.m., those rain and storms begin to move in, especially on the windier side. So our skycast, temperatures in the 60s for most of the area by 1 p.m., plenty of sunshine. By 3 p.m., clouds start to move in. And take a look at these temperatures right here. This is the big story, at least for tonight. So this cold front pushes through, some gusty winds possible with this as well. Brief, this pushes through once more, turns over to snow, temperatures in the 30s by 10 p.m. As this pushes southwest or southeast down into near the New York City area. 20s in the Mohawk Valley, teens in the North Country, so a big change in temperature overnight, and by tomorrow, sunshine and temperatures only reaching the mid-30s for highs, so a big change in temperature as we head into the second part of the weekend. But for the most part today, the first day of trout season, plenty of sunshine, but again, keep an eye on the radar, keep an eye on your phone for weather alerts for some evening showers that could produce some gusty winds and some storms. Tonight, low of 25 with some light snow showers in our 7-day forecast. Again, windy conditions with some cooler temperatures for Sunday. And again for Monday, mild conditions with highs reaching the 50s as well as Tuesday. And our trivia question, it is a bad luck to continue April Fool's jokes beyond 12 p.m.
I think it's bad luck to do it at all, right? True.
It is true. I don't know why. I guess it's a thing that I guess if you're technically a fool if you fall for April Fools beyond 12 p.m.
Beyond 12 p.m. So
I
Eric,
just noticed that.
We got mail.
We got mail.
Take a look. Eric's trivia question last week, right, was something about Twinkies.
Yeah, they're originally banana cream filled.
They were originally filled with banana cream, and we didn't know that. So you guys all were pretty interactive with us. We got phone calls, we got emails, we even got banana-filled Twinkies in the mail.
This is awesome.
So,
I haven't tried them yet.
I know, you're going to. Can you catch? All right. Eric's going to try one. I'm going to try one, too. So this is a banana-filled Twinkie, and this is how they were originally made, with banana cream back when they started. What do you think? I don't think I've had a Twinkie since elementary school.
I went in a while as well. This is good.
We like it.
So I guess it's the original flavor.
Mm-hmm. Keep it coming. All right, we'll be back after this. Thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith, and it's not April Fool's. It's going to be a beautiful day for at least part of the day. Let's head over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Eric Gage.
Yes, that's right. And we can see on the satellite right now there's some clearing skies out towards the western part of New York. So although we're seeing mostly overcast skies right now, in fact, taking a look right here on the satellite image, you can see right here plenty of clear skies to the west, and this will begin to move into our area within the next couple of hours. So although we were mentioning sunshine today, you're looking outside and seeing nothing but clouds, here is the sunshine, and again, it's moving into our area as we head into the next several hours. And in fact, a live look At a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. See some lingering light sprinkles and drizzle coming to an end this morning. Out towards the western part of the area, again, some clear skies. We are keeping an eye on this right here. This is our next weather maker. It's set to arrive between 3 and 6 p.m. Could be some gusty winds, maybe some small hail. Again, we are at a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather risk. You can see right here on the scale up on the top, we are at level 2, the yellow. Most of us south of the Mohawk Valley are in the yellow area. The level 1 out of 5, which is the dark green, is up towards Old Forge, Boonville. So again, the risk is very low, but there is a chance. So I want to make sure everyone is just prepared. You know, it's better to be aware of it rather than be caught off guard. So again, for today though, plenty of sunshine, a very nice day to spend time outside, highs in the 60s. Again, we're keeping an eye on that cold front arriving this evening. More details on that coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric. In case you missed this, there was a crash near the...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Some of you woke up to some loud thunder as some rain showers move throughout the area, and some lingering showers are moving throughout the area, continuing this morning. But sunshine moving this afternoon, making way for a nice afternoon with highs in the 60s. Let's take a live look outside Main Street in Cooperstown by Utica National Insurance Group camera. And again, some wet roads across the area. This is the main story as a brief round of rain moves throughout the area. Again, here's a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As this band of rain moves through from the west to the east, dry weather is expected from the west and moving into our area. Plenty of sunshine and high temperatures in the 60s as warm air gets dragged up from the south. Now we're keeping an eye on our next weather maker, as I keep mentioning, the system out here towards Michigan. This is going to be from a cold front. This is trailing this initial front out here that just moved through our area, as a matter of fact. And as we keep an eye on this, between 3 and 6 p.m., this has a chance of strengthening into a stronger cold front, with the highest risk being some gusty winds. Flood risk is on the low side, at least compared to last night, as we're monitoring the rivers and creeks in terms of water levels. And at this point, still, the concern for flooding is low, but we'll keep an eye on that as we head into tonight. Hail is also a small possibility, but again, it's very unlikely, just non-zero, but just want to point out the fact that it's better to be prepared than to be caught off guard with this type of weather. And again, the chance is low, but for those of you south of the Mohawk Valley, Otsego County, Shenango County, it's more likely for some of these rain showers, some gusty winds, and less likely for those of you as we head up further north, as temperatures will be cooler, and there's a lot less fuel for these storms to feed off of. Now, based off the timing for today, so again, these rain showers come to an end. Temperatures in the 60s across the area with plenty of sunshine by 1 p.m. A bit on the windy side today too, however, but again, we'll take the warm temperatures any time of the week. Now, as we head into this evening, clouds start to increase between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. And this is when you want to start keeping your phone handy for terms of weather alerts, maybe some thunderstorm warnings, because as this cold front pushes through, plenty of sunshine will cause a favorable environment for these rain showers to develop and produce some gusty winds. And this moves in from the west between, once again, 3 and 6 p.m. Just a brief round of rain showers. This moves through. Then finally, the trailing edge of this system arrives between 10:30 and 11 o'clock, bringing some, as a matter of fact, snow showers on the lighter side. And then overnight into early Sunday morning, these temperatures, a big drop. Notice the 60s for highs today, down into the 20s, and eventually the teens for Sunday morning for the higher elevations. But plenty of sunshine is expected for the next part of the weekend for Sunday, with the highs only reaching the lower to mid 30s. But again, a big change in temperature, but sunshine is expected at least for the most of the weekend. So for today, high of 67, some sunshine, but some rain showers arrive this evening, about on the windy side. Tonight, slight snow develops, a low of 25 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, the roller coaster temperatures continue for this weekend. 67 for the high today, down into the 30s for Sunday, back up into the 50s again for Monday and Tuesday with some rain showers, along with some additional rain showers expected as we head into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And our trivia question, which is hotter, the surface of the sun or the center of the earth?
Probably the sun, but maybe it's the center of the earth because you're trying to trick me.
I feel like you're catching on to us. I'm trying to trick you, and it's not working.
Yeah.
All right, so
Earth, center of the earth.
Center of the earth, and oh, it's not picking up. But you're right. It is center of the earth. It is B, and it's about 1,000 degrees warmer. So the surface of the sun is around 10,000 degrees, and the core is roughly 11,000. So you could go either way with it, but at least what we've recently learned is it is warmer than the surface of the sun.
As promised, my daughters did make you a bag of brownies. Get it? Brown.
Oh no, I fell for it. I fell for it. She got me.
A bag of brownies. I can't
I'll
take
just
credit.
finish the rest of my Banana Cream Twinkie.
You don't like chocolate anyways, and that's the only kind of brownies we would make.
Yeah.
Yeah, little known fact. I can't take full credit for this. I asked Miss Kristen Copeland how I should trick Eric on April Fools, and she came up with the bag of brownies.
Sure, the idea too?
Yep, we were in on it. All right, we're back after this.
Kenny, thank you for joining us. We'll get to those stories in a moment, but we're going to head right over to the Weather Center right now. The area is still under a severe thunderstorm watch. Meteorologist Eric Gage has been tracking the storms all afternoon. Eric, I know I just took a call about 5 or 10 minutes ago. Multiple trees down on Highland Avenue in Herkimer. We can still see another heavy area of rain out towards Syracuse. When's this going to end? Is the most dangerous part over?
Yes, the good news is the worst part of it is over. So the biggest concern with this system, obviously, were the wind gusts, and this is what we've been seeing, obviously, trees and wires down. Thankfully, it's not as severe as some areas were expecting. In fact, for us at least, we weren't expecting it to be too bad. It was running into an area, at least for our area, that was not favorable for severe storm development. So although we're seeing gusty winds, nothing's looking severe at this point. So let's take a look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Again, some heavier spotty rain showers moving throughout the area this evening. Most of the lightning actually was staying south of the Mohawk Valley. This is where most of the instability is, most of where the fuel for the thunderstorms were. And temperatures were starting to cool down very quickly. And with a lack of moisture as well, this wasn't a very favorable setup for at least significant severe weather for our area. So again, the system pushes through. Behind this, dry air, and then another round of at least some light rain showers, followed by snow. And I wanted to let you guys know, we dodged a major bullet here in terms of wind damage. Take a look at just south of our area. All those individual icons are individual wind damage reports. So we did miss a good chunk of the severe weather just to the south of us. And although some of us are seeing at least some downed trees and power lines, for the most part, the worst of it did avoid us. So you can see a live look at Oneonta right now. Some rain moving throughout the area. Temperatures cooling down. It was in the 60s, already down to the lower 50s right now. And again, the winds are still gusting, but not too bad. And as I said before, rain showers turn over to snow tonight. Surprisingly, a much cooler day is expected for tomorrow. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. At least 21 people are dead. Multiple people are injured, and damage is widespread after a slew of storms and tornadoes tore across the South and Midwest last night. So far, more than 50 preliminary reports of tornadoes were recorded Friday in at least 7 states. The weekend weather threat is not over yet. Isabel Rosales has the latest.
Little Rock obviously suffered serious damage over the course of the last 24 hours.
A state of emergency declared and the National Guard activated in hard-hit Arkansas, one of 7 states devastated by widespread storms and deadly tornadoes on Friday.
We heard the wind, and then our dad, he immediately woke up from his nap and told us to go to the bathroom quick.
At least a dozen tornadoes were reported in Arkansas. Homes and businesses destroyed in a matter of minutes.
I've had the opportunity over the last couple of hours to speak with both the Homeland Security Secretary as well as President Biden, who have offered a tremendous amount of support, anything that Arkansas needs.
The mayor of Little Rock says more than 2,000 of his residents were affected by the tornado. He says the impact is devastating.
There are complete neighborhoods that have been flattened, as well as commercial businesses.
We don't know what's left. All my neighbors' houses are about destroyed.
In northern Illinois, at least 1 person is dead and dozens of others injured after the roof of the Apollo Theater in Belvedere collapsed. A strong line of severe weather moved through the area, and it wasn't immediately clear whether the storms caused the roof to crumble.
It's just really hard to see people and hear people being hurt.
Meanwhile, the threat of more severe weather looms for some 70 million people from the south to the northeast through Saturday evening. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
Friday's severe storms came a week after severe weather.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. The first day of April arrived with a bang for some of us, with plenty of thunder and lightning early this morning. Sunshine by the afternoon, a very nice day with highs in the 60s. And now a cold front is moving through the area, bringing those temperatures back down into the 20s and possibly teens for tonight. Let's take a live look outside. Our Oneonta camera brought to you by Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel. And for the most part, this is what is happening across central New York. Some rain showers, some on the heavier side, along with some gusty winds. Thankfully, the severe weather threat has been reduced. We're thinking about this for the past couple of days. There was not a lot of instability. There wasn't a lot of fuel for these storms to work on, but regardless, this cold front was strong enough to at least produce some isolated downpours. You can see right here, those yellow areas right here, those heavier downpours just south of St. Johnsville, just to the east of Cooperstown, and just heading into the Utica-Rome region, just to the west of Rome at this point. And as I said before, we dodged a major bullet with wind damage. That was the biggest concern for today. But take a look at these right here. All these individual dots right here are individual storm reports. There's got to be at least over 50 or so of these moving throughout Pennsylvania, even the southern part of New York State. And as we moved into the area, at least the storms moved into the area, most of the instability generally stayed south in the Mohawk Valley. Take a look over right here in southern Otsego County. Some lightning bolts picked up on our lightning detector, and you can see there's some rumbles of thunder down there, as well as some isolated hail as well. But again, most of this is over and done with. We're still seeing the last remnants of the rain showers arriving from the west, moving into the eastern part of the Oneida County within the next 30 or so minutes. But the bigger picture right now is we're not done with the rain showers just yet. So here's a low pressure center that's moving into the eastern part of the area. Following this, some rain showers out towards the west, moving its way into our area. And after that, trailing snow showers. And following that, cooler temperatures tonight, falling into the 20s and eventually teens for higher elevation. So a big shift in temperature with 60s for the highs today. So Skywatch is checking in mild for this afternoon, 63 for Barneveld, 58 for Mohawk, 62 in Curtis Corners, 50 degrees up in Inlet, 65 checking in with Clinton. And you can see just the times of when these temperatures were submitted, because you can see the cool downs, 66 originally in Whitesboro, down into the 50s by Cassville at 5:30, as well as Cooperstown 63, down to 49 in Milford as this front pushes through. And again, the wind gusts were the primary concern. You can see right here, Rome checking with 22 mile per hour, just wind speeds. Wind gusts were upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Originally, it was upwards of 60 miles per hour, but again, thankfully, these storms moved into a much more stable atmosphere, and they gradually weakened. So, the timing of what to expect for tonight. So these rain showers move through. Again, another round of lighter rain showers expected as that low pressure moves out to the east. Following that, some light snow showers. Not looking to be seeing a lot of snow. Generally speaking, trace to 1 inch for those higher totals in higher elevations. But again, not looking to be seeing a lot of accumulation with this system. Again, from lake enhancement, lingering clouds early morning hours Sunday. Sunshine expected for the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. But again, cooler temperatures in the lower to mid 30s by the afternoon. So again, we're looking at a cooler stretch of weather, at least for the near future by Sunday. But as we head into 6 a.m. for Monday morning, warming up a little bit, back into 30s and 40s for another round of rain showers arrive by Monday evening. So again, a little bit of active weather pattern, at least for the next couple of days. For tonight, low of 25 degrees, light snow showers, and our 7-day forecast. It's the next several days, a roller coaster of temperatures, at least for tonight and into tomorrow. 38 for the high on Sunday, back up into the 50s for Monday and Tuesday. Windy conditions for Wednesday with some rain showers, as well as some lingering showers for Thursday. Easter weekend is starting to look on the dry side with mild temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We'll be right back.
Trees in Herkimer. This was the scene on Highland Avenue in Herkimer, where several trees were uprooted by the high winds. No other damage was reported from that storm, at least in our area. As we head over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Eric Gage. Eric, obviously down to the south, different story.
Yeah, we dodged a huge bullet in terms of wind damage. A lot of the areas south of us saw plenty of wind damage. And the winds aren't done with just yet for our area. In fact, taking a look at the wind speeds across New York State, still on the breezy to almost windy side. Some of you have noticed a wind gust, at least for the past hour or so, out towards Syracuse, 17 mile per hour winds, in Rome at 10 miles per hour. And for tonight, and even tomorrow, the winds aren't going away anytime soon. Now, we did enjoy a very nice day for the first day of April with 60s and sunshine, but that cold front pushed through, and those winds and cooler temperatures are arriving. And in fact, all of those cooler temperatures return to snow showers. As live look at our radar, some lingering light drizzle, but out towards the west, we are tracking this additional cold front, bringing in some lingering light snow showers. Not expecting a lot of accumulation with this, generally speaking, traced to 1 inch with those higher accumulations in higher elevations. And for the most part tonight, still temperatures in the 40s and 30s across the area. Will gradually turn into the 20s overnight, so cooling down once more. Highs for tomorrow only reaching the mid-30s, but the winds tomorrow will make it feel a little bit less warm. And we're also tracking what to expect for the week ahead next week coming up. Back over to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. At least 21 people are dead. Multiple people are injured, and damage is widespread after a slew of storms and tornadoes tore across the South and Midwest. So far, more than 50 preliminary reports of tornadoes were recorded Friday in at least 7 states. The weekend weather threat is not over yet. Isabel Rosales has the latest.
Little Rock obviously suffered serious damage over the course of the last 24 hours.
A state of emergency declared and the National Guard activated in hard-hit Arkansas, one of 7 states devastated by widespread storms and deadly tornadoes on Friday.
We heard the wind, and then our dad, he immediately woke up from his nap and told us to go to the bathroom quick.
At least a dozen tornadoes were reported in Arkansas. Homes and businesses destroyed in a matter of minutes.
I've had the opportunity over the last couple of hours to speak with both the Homeland Security Secretary as well as President Biden, who have offered a tremendous amount of support, anything that Arkansas needs.
The mayor of Little Rock says more than 2,000 of his residents were affected by the tornado. He says the impact is devastating.
There are complete neighborhoods that have been flattened, as well as commercial businesses.
We don't know what's left. All my neighbors' houses are about destroyed.
In northern Illinois, at least 1 person is dead and dozens of others injured after the roof of the Apollo Theater in Belvedere collapsed. A strong line of severe weather moved through the area, and it wasn't immediately clear whether the storms caused the roof to crumble.
It's just really hard to see people and hear people being hurt.
Meanwhile, the threat of more severe weather looms for some 70 million people from the south to the northeast through Saturday evening. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
Friday's storms came a week after severe weather walloped the southeast and killed at least 26 people. It's something that first responders and officials from Herkimer and Oneida counties hope.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. Although we saw warm temperatures and sunshine today, things are turning rapidly different as we head into the next several hours. In fact, we had chilly temperatures, even some freezing occurring as rain is starting to freeze on surfaces. And in fact, the wind is another concern as well tonight, too. In fact, as live look at our Caveat Tower camera. The camera's shaking a little bit overlooking the city of Utica. And as we're looking at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar, we're seeing some lingering showers continuing throughout the Mohawk Valley, starting to turn over to snow north of the Mohawk Valley. And for most of us, this will all turn over to snow at least by tomorrow morning. So how much snow are we expecting? Again, not a lot. Trace inches, if any, in the Mohawk Valley, with higher elevations seeing upwards of 2 inches up towards Tug Hill. But again, higher elevations are between trace and 1 inch of additional snowfall. So again, the biggest concern tonight is slippery surfaces as the rain that is falling begins to freeze overnight. And we see the bigger picture right now here. This additional system is moving throughout the area, but behind this is dry weather. So tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. However, windy conditions will be the story. So around the clock tomorrow, temperatures starting out only in the lower to mid-20s, warming up into the mid-30s by the afternoon. But wind speeds do pick up throughout the day between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts a little bit on the stronger side as well. So only feel like the teens in the morning and only reaching the mid-20s below freezing by the afternoon with feels-like temperatures. Other than that, sunshine is expected throughout the day, so we're wrapping up with a dry end to the weekend. And again, these are the wind speeds across New York State right now, still gusting in some areas. So we're talking about wind speed, we're talking about the possibility of rain freezing on surfaces, and along with that too, these windy conditions do last into tomorrow. So our skycast for tonight, again, lingering snow showers coming to an end by tomorrow morning. Lingering clouds by 6:30 in the morning, as well as temperatures still on the cooler side in the 20s in the valley, teens and higher elevations, warming up into the mid-30s by the afternoon with a breeze from the north. But you can see most of the area seeing plenty of sunshine, so definitely not experiencing a lot of clouds for tomorrow. Heading into tomorrow night, increasing clouds once more. We're tracking another disturbance as we head into Monday afternoon. So Monday starting out looking dry, mild conditions in the 50s, and another front brings in some rain showers arriving in Monday night. So we do have a dry stretch of weather at least for tomorrow morning and lasting throughout Monday afternoon. This is when our next chance of rain showers looks to arrive. So for tonight, low 25 degrees, light snow, windy conditions. Tomorrow, a high of 38, cool and breezy. Our 7-day forecast, again, keep an eye out for slippery spots tonight as rain starts to freeze over. Tomorrow, high of 38. Mild conditions return Monday and Tuesday with some spotty showers, warming up into the mid-50s for Wednesday and Thursday. Windy conditions. Looking at Easter weekend, plenty of sunshine with mild conditions in the 40s and 50s.
Migraine.